Hello everyone, Larry Satchwell here. If you're a long-time viewer, you know I ordered earlier this year the bulbs from Burpee's, 25 days of guaranteed bloom. So they have 25 bulbs, so they were expensive, 25 bucks, so that's $1 a bulb. But I'm gonna hold Burpee to it. I had the locator come out. I know I have a gas line here. I also have a cable line. I didn't mark the cable line, but I think I'll be okay. I'm going to put these bulbs in a very small area right here. I had to locate where I wanted the beds to go, so that's why the white flags are here. And this line here is where the gas line is. But I'm going to put them on this hill. This hill gets about 3 hours of sunlight every day, so that should make them last for a long, long time. I mean 10 or 15 years. And I'll also be adding more daffodils to this area. But right now, I'm just going to plant the 25 bulbs from Burpee. First thing I'm going to do is till that up. I doubt if this ground has been worked since this house was built here in the 70s. This Georgia clay is really hard, so I'm going to go to plan B. Because these are going to be in the ground for, I hope, many years to come, it's really important to do the correct prep. That's why I used the drill and put holes, 4 or 5 holes down here, several inches deep. Otherwise, this clay is going to act like a bowl and those roots will rot in just a few years. But I'm really happy with what I've got here. Now, because these won't need to be disturbed for several more years, and the great thing about daffodils is they will produce another bulb and you can split them up. This is bone meal, which is just an organic fertilizer. I don't remember exactly what it is. What is it? 412-0. So I'm going to add a good plenty of bone meal in here. This will act as a slow release fertilizer over the years. Just mix that into the soil a little bit. Now I'm ready for the bulbs. I think daffodils look best if they're planted in clusters. So you don't want just 1 or 2. You want to plant these about 5 or 6 inches apart, 4 or 5 inches apart at the most. So I'm going to put them all in here at the same time. Like I told my grandson the other day when he was helping me, the hairy side goes down. So I'm going to line, and the bigger the bulbs, the deeper they should be. This bulb this size should be about 3 times its height. So about 6 to 8 inches on this one. All these bulbs are about the same size. And I'm going to squeeze all of them into this little area. This is what I mean by the bulbs will double. That's what will happen after a couple of years. And you can divide those. I'm not going to divide these right now. It may take a couple of years for a bulb that size to bloom. But the wonderful thing about daffodils is that bloom is already in there. This first year is pretty much guaranteed. Once these bulbs start blooming, I'll put a light fertilizer on them, and you want the green tops to die back completely. No reason to cut them back. Now that bulb is a little bit soft. I've had these in the basement for a couple of weeks. Maybe I should have planted it earlier. I'm not going to put that one in because I don't want to take the chance of it rotting other bulbs nearby. Here's another double. I'm happy with that. Got a good spacing on them. They're close together, but that's okay. So I'm going to carefully put this Georgia clay back over them. Whoops, I pulled one out. After those greens die back, I'll go ahead and mow this area. I have some organic raised bed material here, and I'm just going to put this over here right now. It will help to mulch these as they come up, and also identify where they are. I'm going to tap this down to make sure those bulbs have good contact with the ground. And now it's a waiting game. We'll see when the first ones pop up next spring, and then I'll photograph it every day for 100 days and let Burpee know how they did. Thanks for watching. If you want to see how these turned out, you're going to be just like me and have to wait for the spring.